Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and paused for a moment, wondering why what you're wearing doesn't quite match the confident, vibrant woman you feel inside? It's not that the outfit is wrong, and it's certainly not that you've lost your sense of beauty. It's simply that, as we step into our 50s, 60s, and beyond, our style needs to evolve in a way that honors who we are today, not who we used to be. And here's something I want you to truly hear. Growing older doesn't mean stepping away from elegance. In fact, this season of life gives us the opportunity to refine our style with more intention, more wisdom, and more self-respect than ever before. You don't need to chase trends or hide behind oversized, shapeless clothing. You don't need designer labels or a brand new wardrobe. What you need are small, thoughtful changes, gentle adjustments that help your natural beauty shine just a little brighter. These are the same secrets I've shared with thousands of women across the United States. Women who felt invisible, outdated, or simply unsure where to begin again. And with just a few shifts, their confidence returned. Their outfits started to feel more like them, and little by little, they reconnected with a version of themselves that felt modern, glowing, and totally in control. Today, we're going to begin that same journey together. Let's walk into the first transformation. Style change 1, choosing cuts that gently elongate your shape. One of the most powerful adjustments you can make begins with the shapes and lines of your clothing. Many women don't realize how much proportions affect not only the way others see us, but also the way we feel inside our clothes. As we age, our posture subtly shifts, our waist may soften, and our shoulders often lose some of their sharpness. These changes are natural and beautiful, but certain clothing cuts can unintentionally exaggerate them. For example, when a pair of pants sits too low on the hips, it draws the eye downward and makes the torso appear longer while shortening the legs. When a blazer is too oversized or a cardigan too loose, the whole frame can look boxy and undefined. And when a tunic covers the entire midsection without shaping the waist, the eye no longer knows where the body begins or ends. But the moment you start choosing pieces that guide the eye upward, your whole silhouette begins to change. When your waistband sits a little higher, it gently lifts your shape and restores the proportions that make every figure, no matter its size, look elegant. When a blazer has just the right amount of structure at the shoulders, your posture automatically appears stronger and more confident. When a dress skims instead of clings, it creates a smooth, graceful movement that honors the natural shape of your body. I remember working with a woman named Linda, who was in her early 60s and convinced that nothing she wore looked flattering anymore. She brought in pieces she loved but never felt good wearing. Once we made a few small adjustments, a slightly higher waistline, a cleaner hem, a neckline that opened her face, she stepped in front of the mirror and smiled in a way she hadn't in years. She didn't look younger, she looked renewed. The clothes finally matched the woman she felt she was. And that's really the heart of elongation. It's not about appearing taller or thinner. It's about restoring harmony to your proportions so your reflection feels aligned with the vibrant, capable woman you are. You don't need to replace your entire wardrobe. Sometimes all it takes is shortening a sleeve, shaping a blazer at the waist, or choosing a neckline that opens your frame. These quiet adjustments build a refined, elegant look that never shouts, but always speaks. Style change 2, wearing light, luminous colors near your face. As we step into the second change, we move from shape to color, specifically, the colors we place closest to our face. Most women don't realize how dramatically a shade can influence their expression. Dark colors like deep charcoal, chocolate brown, and pure black are elegant in many situations, but when they sit right under the chin, they absorb light. That absorption creates shadows, and shadows can make fine lines appear deeper, the under-eye area look darker, and the jawline seem softer than it actually is. This isn't about aging, it's simply how light behaves. The wonderful news is that the reverse is also true. When you bring soft, luminous tones near your face, colors like warm ivory, gentle blush, pale blue, soft lavender, dusty rose, or warm cream, your entire expression brightens. These shades bounce light upward, giving your skin a healthy glow. Your eyes appear clearer, your cheeks gently warm, and even on days when you feel tired, you'll look refreshed. I once styled a woman named Karen who had worn black tops every day for 20 years. It was her comfort color. When I gently placed a soft rose beige sweater against her neckline, she gasped. She touched her cheek and said, "Is it just me, or do I look younger?" It wasn't youth she was seeing, it was radiance. The color lifted her face instead of draining it. And the beauty of this shift is that you don't have to abandon your favorite dark pieces. You can keep every black pair of pants you love. You can keep your navy skirts, your chocolate cardigans, your charcoal jackets. All you need to do is bring light closer to your face, perhaps through a blouse, a scarf, a soft knit, or even a simple ivory camisole layered underneath. This small, thoughtful change has a remarkable effect. It adds vibrancy to your natural expression and creates a polished, modern look that feels gentle rather than harsh. And as many of my clients have said, it looks like someone just turned on the lights. Style change 3. Mixing classic pieces with modern touches. As we move into the third transformation, I want to invite you to think about your wardrobe the way an artist thinks about color. Classic pieces are like timeless shades, reliable, sophisticated, and endlessly wearable. Modern touches, on the other hand, are the small strokes that bring life and freshness to the canvas. When you rely only on classics, the result can feel predictable. When you rely only on trends, the look may feel forced or overly youthful. But when the two meet in the right balance, something magical happens. Many women tell me they hesitate to try modern elements because they fear looking like they're trying too hard. Others cling to classics because they feel safe, yet deep down, they miss a bit of spark in their style. The truth is, you don't need to swing to either extremes. You simply need harmony. Imagine wearing a beautifully tailored blazer, something you've owned for years, paired with a modern cut of jeans that falls straight and clean. Combine a classic white blouse with a delicate contemporary necklace or a pair of minimalist earrings. Suddenly, that simple outfit feels fresh again. Or think about a traditional pencil skirt combined with a soft knit top featuring an interesting shoulder detail or a subtle, asymmetrical neckline. Without overwhelming the look, you add a touch of modernity that brings everything to life. I worked with a woman named Eleanor who described her style as proper but predictable. When we introduced just one modern element, a sleek pair of updated loafers to her otherwise classic outfits, she was astonished by how current she felt. She later told me, "It's still me, only more awake." And that is exactly the effect we're after. A small lift, an update, a sense of gentle sophistication that reminds you that style isn't about chasing youth. It's about staying present and alive. When you mix the familiar with the contemporary, you create a version of yourself that feels confident, relevant, and completely authentic. You're not trying to look younger. You're simply allowing your elegance to evolve. Style change 4. Choosing accessories with intention and clarity. The fourth transformation may seem small, but it has the power to elevate or overwhelm an outfit in seconds. Accessories are incredibly expressive, yet many women use them either too sparingly or too heavily. Some feel unsure about what to choose, while others pile on pieces out of habit, hoping more will make the outfit feel finished. But accessories work best when they feel intentional, when they're chosen with a sense of clarity instead of impulse. I remember consulting with a lovely woman named Patricia, who always wore as many pieces of jewelry as she could. She told me it was her way of adding personality to her outfits. But when we simplified her look, keeping only a pair of elegant earrings, a sleek watch, and one delicate necklace, her face became the center of attention. Her natural beauty finally had room to shine. She looked at herself and whispered, "I didn't realize I was hiding behind my accessories." On the other hand, I've met women who wear no accessories at all because they don't know where to start. They feel invisible, yet they're afraid that adding something bold might feel unnatural. For them, the secret is beginning gently. A pair of refined earrings, a softly structured handbag, a lightweight scarf in a tone that brightens the face. These small additions create dimension without overwhelming the senses. The right accessories don't shout. They speak softly, drawing attention to your elegance rather than distracting from it. Think about how a beautifully chosen pair of glasses can reshape the entire expression of your face. or how a well-crafted handbag instantly creates a polished moment the second you step outside. Accessories are not meant to dominate you. They are meant to frame you. And truly, this is where quality matters far more than quantity. A few thoughtfully chosen pieces that pair well with your lifestyle will serve you better than drawers of items that don't reflect who you are anymore. When you choose accessories with intention, you invite harmony into your style, and that harmony translates into grace, confidence, and quiet sophistication. Style change 5. Choosing shoes that combine comfort, structure, and modernity. The fifth transformation may surprise you because we often overlook just how much our shoes influence the way our entire outfit is perceived. Shoes carry our body weight, our posture, our gait, and, believe it or not, our confidence. Yet shoes are also one of the quickest ways a look can appear outdated. I've met many women who hold on to old favorites for far too long because they were expensive at the time, or because they were once very fashionable. But the truth is, fashion evolves. And certain shoe shapes that were popular 15 years ago can instantly make an otherwise beautiful outfit feel older. Think for a moment about how you walk when your shoes are uncomfortable. Your steps become shorter. Your posture sinks slightly. You move differently, more cautiously, less freely. Now imagine slipping into a pair of shoes that are comfortable, supportive, and modern in their design. Your movement changes. Your whole presence shifts. You feel grounded, elegant, and in control. That's what the right shoes can do for your style. A modern pair of loafers can instantly freshen a pair of trousers. A soft leather mule with a gentle supportive heel can bring ease and refinement to a dress. A clean, minimalist sneaker can make your weekend outfits look effortlessly chic without trying. And when your shoes offer both structure and cushioning, your posture naturally lifts, your stride becomes smoother, and your confidence radiates visibly. I once worked with a grandmother named Rose who said, "My outfits are fine, but I never feel polished." When we simply updated her shoes to more modern silhouettes, she looked in the mirror and said, "I can't believe it. I look so current." She didn't change her wardrobe. She only changed the foundation she stood on. Shoes tell a story about how you carry yourself. When they are beautiful, modern, and comfortable, they give your entire outfit a sense of effortless luxury. And when you feel comfortable in your steps, you project the kind of confidence that makes your style truly unforgettable. Style change 6. Prioritizing fit over size, labels, or trends. As we continue this journey, we arrive at a transformation that may be the most powerful of all, because it changes not only how you look, but how you feel every time you get dressed. Many women believe that style begins with what you buy. But in reality, it begins with how your clothes fit your body today. Not 10 years ago, not last season, not before your life changed in big or small ways. I can't tell you how many women I've worked with who became frustrated with their wardrobes because nothing felt quite right. But when we talked deeper, I discovered that they often bought clothing by focusing on a number on a tag rather than focusing on their shape. The truth is, size labels vary wildly between brands. A size 8 in one store might fit like a 12 in another, and a 10 in one brand might feel like a 6 somewhere else. Trying to force your body into a number someone printed on a label is one of the quickest paths to style frustration. But when you let go of the number and focus on how a piece actually sits on your body, everything shifts. That tiny moment where you choose comfort, movement, and confidence over the pressure of a number becomes an act of self-respect. I once worked with a woman in her early 70s named Caroline, who spent her life wearing tailored clothing. Over time, her shoulders softened, her hips became slightly fuller, and her posture changed. She told me she felt like she was losing control of her style. But when we tried on a blazer that wasn't her usual size yet fit her shape beautifully, her whole energy changed. She stood straighter, she smiled wider, and she whispered, "I feel like me again, just more at peace." This is why I often say that a well-fitted $20 blouse will always look more expensive than an ill-fitting piece from the most luxurious brand. Good fit communicates intention. It communicates care. It tells the world that you value yourself enough to wear clothes that support and flatter your shape exactly as it is right now. And this is where tailoring can become your best friend. A slight adjustment at the waist, a hem that falls exactly where it should, or a sleeve shortened to open your frame. These are tiny changes that create the impression of custom-made clothing. And believe me, when you experience that feeling even once, you'll realize that perfect fit is the greatest style secret of mature women who look effortlessly chic. Style change 7. Choosing texture instead of bulky volume. Now, let's shift into a transformation that most women never think about, yet it has an enormous impact on how expensive and modern your outfits appear. As we age, many of us instinctively reach for oversized or bulky pieces, thinking they will hide the parts we feel insecure about. But bulky fabrics rarely hide anything. In fact, they often add unnecessary weight and make the body look wider, shorter, and less defined. Instead of hiding behind volume, I want you to explore the beauty of texture. Texture adds richness without heaviness. It creates visual interest without overwhelming your frame. Think about the difference between a thick, shapeless sweater and a finely ribbed knit that drapes gently, or a bulky winter coat versus a soft buccal jacket that offers warmth while still maintaining structure. Texture whispers sophistication. Bulk tends to shout. I once worked with a woman named Marjorie, who lived in a colder state where heavy clothing felt unavoidable. She told me she always felt lost inside her winter clothes. When we introduced texture, soft knits, brushed wool, structured tweeds, she suddenly appeared lifted, refined, and more present. She told me, I finally feel elegant again, even in the cold. Texture is one of those subtle style elements that quietly elevates everything. A pleated skirt moves with grace instead of stiffness. A scarf with a soft weave frames the face gently instead of overwhelming it. A textured blouse can look far more luxurious than a heavy one. This shift from volume to texture doesn't just improve your silhouette, it transforms how you experience your clothes. They become lighter, more breathable, more interesting, and infinitely more polished. And most importantly, they allow you, your face, your movement, your energy, to remain the center of attention. Style change 8. Creating a signature detail that becomes uniquely yours. And now we arrive at the most personal transformation of all, the one that turns good style into unforgettable style. When you think of truly chic women, the ones who leave a lasting impression, you might notice that they each have something consistent about their look. It's never something loud or exaggerated. Instead, it's a subtle touch that becomes uniquely theirs. This signature detail can be a delicate pair of earrings you feel most feminine wearing. It can be a specific color you gravitate toward again and again because it lights up your face. It might be a favorite hairstyle that frames your features beautifully, or a soft berry-toned lipstick that has become your quiet confidence booster. For some women, it's a scarf always tied a certain way. For others, it's a pair of sunglasses that instantly make them feel polished. A signature detail is not chosen to impress others. It's chosen to express who you are. When you wear it, you feel anchored. You feel more like yourself. It becomes part of your presence, part of the way you move through the world. I once worked with a woman named Sylvia, who felt invisible after retirement. We discovered that a deep, rich teal made her eyes glow in a way no other color did. She embraced it, not loudly but quietly, through scarves, blouses, and a favorite necklace. Over time, people started saying, "Sylvia, that teal is your color." And she began to smile again in photographs. Her signature detail reminded her that she hadn't disappeared. She had simply been waiting to express herself more intentionally. A signature detail gives your style identity. It makes your presence memorable, and it allows you to express your inner elegance with confidence and authenticity. This final transformation is not about what's trendy or what others think is stylish. It's about choosing something that reflects your spirit and makes you feel beautiful every single time you wear it. As we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to take a moment and breathe in everything we've just explored. These 8 style changes may seem small on the surface, but when you begin weaving them into your everyday life, something far more meaningful begins to unfold. You don't just look more polished. You don't just appear more modern or expensive. You begin to feel a quiet confidence, one that grows not from trying to be younger, but from embracing exactly who you are right now. And that, my beautiful Golden Grace community, is the heart of true style. Style is not about perfection. It is not about chasing trends or hiding the parts of yourself you've grown unsure of. Style is about expression. It's about honoring the woman you have spent decades becoming. It's about looking in the mirror and recognizing someone strong, someone soft, someone wise, someone who still deserves to feel beautiful each and every day. These small changes, choosing elongating cuts, brightening the face with luminous color, blending classic pieces with modern touches, selecting accessories with intention, feeling grounded in comfortable and elegant shoes, wearing clothes that fit your body with respect, inviting texture instead of bulk, and embracing a signature detail that is uniquely yours. Each one brings you closer to a version of yourself that feels authentic and radiant. I hope that as you listened today, something stirred inside you. Maybe it was the realization that you've been hiding behind old habits. Maybe it was the excitement of trying something new. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the reminder that you are still evolving, still growing, and still deserving of feeling absolutely stunning, no matter your age, your shape, or your stage of life. Before you go, I'd love to know which of these transformations you're excited to try first. Your stories, your reflections, and your insights are the heartbeat of this community. And I read every message you share with me. If you found inspiration today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Golden Grace, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next moment of wisdom, encouragement, or elegance we share together. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And remember, you carry a kind of beauty that doesn't fade. It deepens. Until next time, stay confident, stay graceful, and always, always let your elegance shine.